And we are live. Hello, everyone. So it's Thursday today, and it's a very special day for me because this is the time. It's been a while that I've been online, and this is my episode number 99. Yes, so you'll be my 99 guest, Debbie. And I am so grateful. So let me take a moment of gratitude to this morning. It's morning here. Oh, it's noon here in California, and I believe it's nighttime there in Germany at your place. So I'm so happy and grateful that today is going to be a great day, and I'm thankful for you, Debbie, for taking your time to be my guest in my business space. So let's get started. But for those of you who is watching this live or replay, just comment your location below as this business is located worldwide. So I'm grateful to have you here watching Debbie's journey as well and sharing her success and inspiration to many of you that anything is possible in the world through digital. So the floor is yours, Debbie. So just to let us know your background and who is Debbie. So it's all yours.
Thank you, Aranet. Hello, everybody. My pleasure to be here. 99 is like a big number, so I never been that have any interviews like that. I mean, doing live like that, like you did. So my name is Debby Sibarani. I'm originally from Indonesia, and now I'm living in Germany for 6 years now. I'm a mother of two kids below six, so it's 3 years and 5 years old. My background is I've been working in construction and oil and gas companies for 20 years combined now. I'm still working in construction company right now and also raising my kids and run this digital business part time. So that's a little bit about my background.
Wow, less than 6 years and below. So how many kids you have again?
Two,
Two.
two and five, yeah.
Amazing. I have 9 and 3 years old, and they're very handful. It is. Thank you. Thank you. So also now, so let's get started about your pains and struggles prior to joining in the business. Can you share that with everybody?
Yeah. So before I built my business here, in digital business, so I didn't look for this kind of business. I never know that is it ever existed. So what I knew, it just work, work, work because getting high rate, I mean higher raise every year by my employer, and but I once I moved here, it's hard for me because my job requires me to travel abroad every 2 months maximum. So that means I needed to leave my kids away every 2 months. And then at the time, my firstborn was only 3 months old when I left abroad for work. So it went away. It carried on until for about 2 years. That means every 2 months I cannot see my firstborn for like 4 weeks to 5 weeks every 2 months. So for me, I cannot do anything unless I keep going on my work because that's my main source of income as an employee in construction industry. So if I leave my job, then I be unemployed. I cannot maintain myself financially, and then I cannot help my husband to give better education in future for my kids. So I kept doing it until I found this digital business. But I tried, of course, to have something here in Germany. But to be frank, I didn't want to start from zero because I have built my career pretty good, and I didn't want to start over from zero here in Germany. So we started to look for a business here. Traditionally, like I had a background in construction, and we look for like construction kind of business here. But the administration side, it's pretty hard to get because I don't speak Deutsch, I don't speak any German, so it's hard for me to learn the language again and then to prepare for the paperwork, and then because my husband needs to handle everything then because I don't speak German, and then and then the capital as well, it's pretty big if we want to build a business here. So until I found this digital business, I didn't look again. I found it on Facebook because that's the only social media I had, that time how I interact with my friends and family back home. So yeah, until then, I think I've been running in the business for like 2.5 years now, but I've been able to do finally to be able to stay at home and didn't do any travel, only do the travel for work if my it fits with my schedule of my kids and I can carry them away as well with me when I do the work abroad. So and yeah, it's been a blessing. I think I cannot grateful enough. I can stay now. I do my construction job only part time since I run this business for 1 year, and so I still able to do the business part time and then run my career part time as well because I can since 1 year I told my employer, okay, I don't want to travel anymore. If you want to find somebody else, then you can feel free to find somebody else because now I have a freedom to say so because I have another stream of income. So yeah, that was my pain why I started because I want to stay more with my kids, especially when we have the second born. My firstborn only 1 month old when I left for work abroad. Can you imagine? I left 2 kids home, just going abroad, getting salary if I go abroad, right? It's okay if you do it like for maybe a year or 2 years, but it's not good for long term, right? The mother cannot, the kids cannot see me too often. My husband also need to sacrifice his career. It's not good, yeah, and to handle the kids. So it's really not good for long term. That's why I'm really grateful to find this business because it has changed so many things. I can stay more for my kids. I can earn more from home, and I can reduce my travel for work.
Mostly parents really resonates to your story because especially us in Asia, we really sacrifice leaving our family back home just to bring them a really good future. We somehow don't see them 2 years until the contract is done, and that pains, of not seeing their face, missing them, their milestone is really hard for everybody. And then I know during pandemic time, there's a lot of people who move into digital world, which is a blessing to many, but it's also a sad story to many as well. And that's the reason why we are doing our best as parents, really, just to get together with our family. It's just like me, I'm working from home, the same like you, spending every moment with my family. I can hear my son running around in the background, which is absolutely amazing. And that is the reason why I started this business because I really don't see myself working until I reach 65. I've already missed a lot of milestone for my little girl, and that's enough for me. That's why having this business like you do is it's truly a blessing. Even though we are working, I'm still working just like you, but I'm not really worried about it anymore. I'm doing this because of another stream of income because I can do it while our business is just so flexible in our schedule. So yeah, it's really amazing. And you said and now that you made a decision to start this business because of your kids, what brings you into that stage of mind that, what, I'm just gonna do this? What made you decide actually? Like, you've seen this on your social media account, and I know you were probably skeptical in the beginning. So what is the yes, yes, that I have to do this?
Yeah, for me, there was not plenty of options for me. So because I tried to look for ways here, how can I do different other than to travel abroad. And I watched so many webinars, to be honest. I it didn't go right away to decide, yeah, because this was the first time for me. I never know that something like this. So I watched many of webinars, and then many of people, different stories, different backgrounds, and most of them relate to me, and most of them are parents. So I was asking this to myself, from all those webinars I've watched, they all different from they don't have most of them, they don't have didn't have any experience before, so why can't I? So and at that time it was pandemic as well when I started this business, and I was really scared. I was gonna lose my job. Yeah, we never know. As long as we're employee, we can always be replaced anytime. However long we work for the company, however good our position is, right? If the company doesn't have good financial, and then they will just say bye bye, and then what happened with us, right? So I was really scared at that time, and then I was just thinking, okay, the webinar is free, so I'll just go ahead and check further. So if at the end it's not for me, then I'll just do whatever I'm doing right now, right? So for me at that time, I watched webinars, and then I was really inspired by so many stories from there, and then I go further to the next step because why not? It's there is no risk anyway. So yes, that's why I think most people will feel the same, yeah, skeptical, but because we didn't have enough knowledge about it, right? But once we watch as many webinars if you need it, it's every Tuesday and Wednesday. It's always different. Tuesday and Thursday, it's always different panelists, different backgrounds, different success stories. So I believe they will relate to you, and I think if you go to the next step, then you will get further details, yeah, about it, and then you can decide whether it fits for you or not, like so many of us, right?
I totally agree with you. We are now, I believe, 157,000 around
Yeah.
the world, striving for one goal, that flexibility to spend quality time with our families and travel anywhere we want. So I know you've been doing this for more than 2 years now, Debbie. And then what changed? What's the biggest change in your life now that you've been running this successful business that you have at the moment?
Mhm. Yeah. Of course, it's not just financial. Yeah, of course, in any kind of business, we want to have more financial freedom, right? Um, but for me, it's the time freedom. It's the most because the main thing for me was being here in Germany and scheduling everything on my own based on my kids' schedule. But at the same time, I can still maintain my financial. I can still maintain my. I can still provide for myself and then provide for my kids as well. First is time freedom. Basically, this is what the business is all about. Yeah, the automated system provides us to get that time freedom to do the business anytime, literally anytime we want. I was a full-time worker. I mean, full-time employee, and then I shift to part-time because I earn more on my business. So I was confident to reduce my time from full-time to part-time. That's a result, right? Uh, that's 2 years, and less than 2 years I run the business. I decided to do it part-time for my full-time, from full-time job to part-time job. So that's a result. So I think not just the time that you have for building your business, for spending time with your kids, but at the same time you're growing up your financial. Yeah. So if you all employees who are watching this now or replay later, ask yourself, if you do you think you feel secure with your current job, whatever your status, yeah, your manager, whatever, you're a senior manager or supervisor, and you can always replace. It's a fact. Yeah, however smart you are, however long you work for the company, you are replaceable. But if you can do your business uh, in the same time, this business, you don't have to leave your job, and you can do it on your spare time when your kids are sleeping. Most of the time, I run my business on my lunch break or in my when my kids are sleeping. So this business is built for busy people. So um, yeah, I think the best part from the system is the time freedom. Of course, the income that we will get. Yeah, there is no ceiling. We're not talking about small penny here, but we're talking five digit, six digits figure, uh, like a traditional business that you can earn as well. Yeah, seven figures. So yeah, check it, check it, check it. We have free webinar anyway today, right?
Totally agree. Nothing is permanent in this world anymore. You are replaceable, which is that's scary. It's scary for me in the beginning because I don't have any option B. I don't have any plan B at all. So right now that we are both established our business, we are not even worried about it. We're just doing all the things that we love while working and attending our full-time job, something like that. And it's incredibly amazing how this business changed so many lives as well for full-time parents like us. So you can do this part-time, full-time. And as you mentioned, you're doing this during your break time, lunchtime, when the kids are asleep. And it's the same thing with me. I'm only doing this 3 hours every single day. Everything is automated. My posts and contents are already scheduled, which is so amazing. So I know we have few people who are watching at the moment. So what will be your advice to them? I know they have doubts, skepticism, like me and you, we were. But what will be your what step or what did you do to get out from that comfort zone?
Mhm. Again, are you feeling safe right now? Yeah, if you feel because, or are you living like paycheck by paycheck, right? We don't want to like I don't know, we don't want to work until 67, and then at the end of the pension on 67, do we have enough saving by then, or do you feel like you want to pay your mortgage faster? If you keep doing the same thing like what you're doing right now, can you pay faster? No, right? So you need to do something extra. But how can you do something extra? But because you have a fixed schedule for your employment. So this is the thing. The business. Remember, this is a legitimate business. We're not showing our faces here. We have our current jobs as well. We're not doing any other fake stuff if it's not legal or legitimate. We are living in another country. I'm an immigrant living in another country, so I wouldn't do anything illegal in another country, right? So do your due diligence. That's what it is. Watch the people and then go to the next step. If you feel like you're feeling confident to go to dig more, you don't have to be worried about. I'm not a tech savvy. I don't have any experience of this. I don't have a social media experience. You don't need all of those. Okay, I didn't know anything other than working for. What you need to do is everything will be provided later. You will have a training, you will have the mentorship, you have coach, so community, whatever that you need to build from scratch in the business. So go check it out, go to the next step, dig in more info, and then decide if it is not for you, then go back to your routine. If this is for you, great. And let's get started your business and get pension early, like we all want to do, right?
I agree. That's the best part. Every day or every weekly, So that's the most amazing part because you just go in your mailbox and like, what? You got something from the mail. So that's the best part. Well, that's it for me today, Davy. But before I will let you go, I just really want to ask you some one personal question. So, in one sentence, describe a positive way that technology can make the world a better place.
What is it? Connection. You can change people. You can change the world by changing people. You can change one person, and then you can change the whole family. So I think
I
they are
totally
possible.
agree. I,
Yeah.
through yeah, through the power of every connection, technology can do that. Just like me and you, we're connecting each other. We don't know each other in person, but because of technology, we become one and sharing this amazing blessing to many people like us. So if you have one goal, you know don't hesitate to dive in. If you have that one idea to be successful 5 or 10 years from now, and you've seen this opportunity in your wall, just check it out because one opportunity comes only once, so just take advantage of that. Don't sit back and relax, because if you do that, nothing gonna happen until you make a move. Just one step can make a big, big difference in your life. So if you get in, you see it, and you love it, then join us. But if you came in and you didn't like it, you are always welcome to come back. And of course, you never know, maybe that tiny little voice you have will bring success to someone, to your neighbor, maybe your family, your friends, and they will for sure thank you down the road. So, this is it, guys. We do have a live workshop tonight, as you can see at the bottom. If you are in different time zones, please, please, please Google your time zone so you will not miss. But the good news is you can always watch the replay at my website below and join our community. So thank you, Davy, once again for sharing your story. I love it. And I am so grateful to have you here, and have a wonderful one. Have a good night. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.